Hello, expert bumbler here again. I just wanted to talk about how some people seem to get to you, like maybe I'm talking political stuff, but I'm wearing a Canada shirt, which all kinds of silly things on it that I found at a liquidation store years ago. Some people seem to have no guilt in them. That's their thing. They maybe are missing part of their brain, or I don't know. I'm not an expert on this, but you look at them and their eyes are so clear and happy no matter what they do or think or say or anything, because they don't feel guilty, and it doesn't matter what they did in the past or anything. They have never felt any guilt in their life, and this is a problem for people who maybe do feel bad about themselves, like maybe they didn't get the good jobs, or they can't support their family, or like things like that. They're poor people mostly, and that can be a problem for them, because if somebody comes into their life or they see somebody that has no guilt, they think that that person is a good person, like because they think that, well, like saints don't feel guilt and angels don't feel guilt and all those sorts of things. And so they believe that this person is, and I believe that about a couple of people in my life, so that's why I feel like I'm a bit of an expert. I know that I've done this, that somehow they're better than they are, that they're better than everybody that they've ever known, because people that they, like most people, do feel some little guilt in them about something or other. Like nobody is perfect, after all. Like even my cat will feel guilty if she, does something wrong, or just if she trips and bumps into something, she'll feel really embarrassed about it. But these people feel no embarrassment, no shame, none of that usual stuff that people feel. And they can get to people that do feel bad about their life, that feel like, well, I didn't do as well as people should have, whoever, like I didn't do it, like even though my background is good, I didn't, get a great job like my parents had, or I didn't get a better job than my parents had, like you're supposed to do. And these guilt-inducing people, well, these guiltless people will seem like somebody to look up to, like, wow, they feel no guilt, they must be good people. And then you're sort of sucked in by these people and you believe everything they say. You don't pay much attention to actually what they're saying. You just notice that they're not feeling guilty about anything, and you think that they've got nothing to feel guilty about, and that's why they feel no guilt. But it's just that they are incapable of feeling guilt, really. And maybe that's what people have to keep in mind when looking at public figures and people that they meet and whatever. Is if somebody feels no guilt, you should be wondering about those people, because they feel no guilt no matter what they do. If they lie or cheat or con somebody, they don't feel guilty about it. They just go on with their life and they don't care, and they just feel no guilt. They don't know what guilt is even. They've they just don't feel it, and that's what I've noticed in the couple of people that I've thought were like saintly or something, and they turned out, and when you really look at it, you realize, oh my goodness, what did I fall for that stupid person for? And that's my take on things. I don't know if you don't have to agree with me or whatever, but I think that could be happening, because they're, like people aren't doing as well as they used to do, because there's too many people in the world, and there's greedy people and so on and so forth. Raising the rents and raising the prices on things, and always trying to make money for their stockholders, and everybody else can just go away, and they just go along with their life. But if you meet one of these people with no guilt, you feel like, oh, you're just nothing compared to them. They're perfect. And really, oh, there's Terrine. Hello, Terrine. There's kitty cat. And like she is just That's what they do. They feel no guilt. They, uh, I don't know why. Like, I guess everybody's life is different, so we don't know whether they've had a bad parents that beat their guilt out of them, like they wouldn't feel guilty now no matter what, because their parents made them feel guilty about stupid little things, or maybe they just were born that way. I don't know. I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist. I know some things, but not everything. That's my experience, is that some people just don't feel guilt, and that makes people who maybe do feel maybe too guilty about their own life feel that those people are saints, and no matter what they do, it's not wrong, but it's always right, and that's I think what you have to learn to not do anymore, is just not pay attention to people that feel no guilt. They are just different than you and me, and no matter what they do, they won't feel guilty about it. They'll just, hello, Taryn. Yes, you're going to bite me? Yes, you are. She's tempted to bite me, but she doesn't. She's a good kitty. Yes, she is. So there we are, and I hope maybe this clears some things up for people. That watch out for people with no guilt in them. They might be con artists or trying to hurt you and just feeling happy about hurting other people, or whatever, or all they're into just the money. They don't care about anything else, but they certainly feel no guilt. And just if somebody feels no guilt, they're not really human, I guess, because everybody feels it. You might feel guilty if you or as a kid, you step on a crack, you break your mother's back, and you might really do that, and you think, oh my God, what if it really is true? And you feel guilty. So, it's like silly little things, will make most people feel like that, and that's, but some people just don't feel it, no matter what they do. So, thank you for watching if you watched this, and see you maybe next time I think about something.